tyranny of the soul, right, is a kind of self-subjugation. It's not that you think of the king as the guy that can do anything he wants, right? But the king is actually, the tyrant is actually the greatest slave. And you, of course, see tyrannic subjects just as you see tyrannic people. In a moment, we're going to talk about the distinction between being a tyrant in soul and being an actual tyrant in the state, because that's a distinction that Socrates makes, right? But he says the core thing, the true disaster, and this is all by way of proving, of course, right, that it sucks to be a tyrant, right? It's better to be a just man, but like, when you are a tyrant, you are basically a slave to the many-headed beast. You are just subjugated to and then once the people that want you to, for their own gain, for their own interest, the people that want you to be a tyrant, install some desire in you, the desire of lust, right? The desire of pleasure or whatever. And once you get into that position, you're the loneliest man in the world. You're Macbeth. You're basically sitting, with no friends, because the only people who are near you are the people who want proximity to your power, who want to ride to power on your coattails, and you are now malformed in soul, and you rule the state that way as well. But it's kind of subsidiary. That's less the point, right? Citizens who have been trained into tyranny, right, are citizens who are slaves to their passions. And this is why when you see people screaming incoherently outside the Supreme Court, you are looking at exactly what the ruling class wants. It wants people who have no reasoning faculties that are strong enough to bring their desires and their passions into control and under control. That's the tyrannic subject. It's not just the people who are doing tyranny in the state who count as tyrannical. There is also such a thing as the tyrannical soul, which is the slave to the passions, right? Not a actual slave in physical chains, but in a deeper sense, the slave to the passions. So this is tyranny. This is Plato's account of tyranny. It's extremely powerful and gives a much fuller account